If you have ever squinted at your front sight and thought, when did this get so blurry, this video is for you. And if you've been told that switching to a red dot is just the answer, stick around because today we are going deeper than that. We're going to talk about why your eyes are actually struggling when iron sights still make sense, why red dots are a genuine game changer for older shooters, and which specific optics are actually worth your money, with all suitable product links in the video descriptions. Starting with what is actually happening to your eyes. Let us start with the science, and do not worry, this is going to be quick. After your 40s, the lens inside your eye starts to stiffen. That is called presbyopia, and it is not a disease or a defect, it is just biology. Every single person who lives long enough gets it. What it means practically is that your eye loses its ability to shift focus quickly between objects at different distances. Now here is why that matters so much for shooting. Iron sights require your brain to manage 3 separate focal planes at the exact same time. You have the target far away, the front sight in the middle, and the rear sight close up. You were trained to lock your focus on that front sight and let the other 2 blur out. When your eyes were young and flexible, that happened almost instantly. Now it is slow, it is tiring, and for a lot of shooters it becomes genuinely impossible to hold that front sight crisp without losing the target entirely. You have not forgotten how to shoot. Your eyes have physically changed and your gear has not kept up. Iron sights still valid? Now before we write off iron sights completely, let us be honest, because they are not dead. They are just harder for aging eyes, and there is a difference. Iron sights still make a lot of sense in certain situations. If you are building a budget setup and a quality red dot is not in the cards right now, irons are still better than nothing. If you are training fundamentals, learning trigger control, sight alignment, and grip, irons will teach you those skills faster than any optic will. And as a backup system on a rifle or carbine, a quality set of iron sights is still worth having. There are also some workarounds that can extend the life of your irons if you are not ready to make the switch. Fiber optic front sights give you a bright, highly visible aiming point that is much easier to pick up than a standard black post. Tritium night sights glow in low light, which helps with the visibility problem. And larger aperture rear sights reduce the precision demand on your eye, making the alignment process a little more forgiving. These are real options and they are worth knowing about. But here is the honest verdict. These are workarounds, not solutions. They make iron sights more manageable, but they do not fix the underlying problem, which is that your eye still has to manage multiple focal planes with a lens that is no longer built for it. Irons are a handicap you can work around. They are not the answer. Why red dots change everything. Here's where things get genuinely exciting, and I want you to understand why this is not just a gear upgrade. It's a biological fix. A red dot operates on a single focal plane. You look at the target and you put the dot on it. That is the entire process. Your eye does not have to shift between 3 different distances anymore. It stays locked on the threat, which is exactly what your survival instincts want it to do anyway. Traditional iron sight training actually fought against your natural instincts by forcing you to look away from the threat and focus on a piece of metal. Red dots let your eyes do what they are naturally built to do. Now you might have heard people say that using a red dot is a crutch, that it is cheating, or that it means you are not a real shooter anymore. Let us put that to rest right now. Using a red dot when your eyes have physically changed is not cheating, it is adapting. A carpenter does not keep using a handsaw when a circular saw gets the job done better and safer. You adapt your tools to match your abilities, and your ability to shoot accurately under pressure is what actually matters. Nobody gets a trophy for struggling with iron sights when a better option exists. There is also the bifocal and progressive lens issue that almost nobody talks about. If you wear readers or progressive lenses, getting a traditional front sight into focus requires you to tilt your head back and look through the reading portion of the bottom of your glasses. That throws your whole posture off, strains your neck, and kills your natural shooting stance. With a red dot, you look at the target at distance, which means you look right through the top portion of your glasses, the part actually designed for distance vision. Your head stays straight, your posture stays strong, and you shoot the way your body is built to shoot. If this is already making sense to you, do yourself a favor and hit that subscribe button right now. We cover this kind of honest, practical gear talk for real shooters on this channel, and you do not want to miss what's coming next. What to look for in our top picks. Now let us talk about actually buying one. Because not all red dots are created equal, and for older eyes specifically, there are certain things that matter more than others. Dot size is the first thing to think about. Dot size is measured in MOA, which stands for minute of angle. The smaller the number, the more precise the dot, but the harder it is to find quickly. For older eyes that are already hunting for the dot, a larger dot in the 3 to 6 MOA range is much easier to pick up fast. If you're shooting targets at distance and precision matters more, a 2 MOA dot is worth the extra effort. But for home defense and general use, bigger is more forgiving. Window size matters a lot too. A larger viewing window means you do not have to present the gun perfectly to find your dot. A small window punishes even slightly sloppy presentations, which is exactly the kind of thing that happens when your body is fighting muscle memory during a transition. Bigger window equals more forgiveness. Open emitter designs where the lens is exposed give you faster target acquisition because the window has no frame getting in the way. Closed emitter designs where the optic is enclosed in a housing are more weather resistant and more rugged. For most older shooters doing home defense and range use, an open emitter is the better call, and if you're hunting or using it in rough conditions, go closed. Battery life and access are worth caring about more than most people think. Some optics require you to completely remove the sight from the gun to change the battery. Others have a top-loading battery compartment so you can swap batteries without touching your zero. If you hate fiddling with tiny screws and do not want to re-zero your firearm every time a battery dies, a top-load access is the feature you want. And finally, if there's any chance you will be removing and remounting your optic, look for one with a solid return-to-zero design so your point of impact does not shift every time you take it off. Now let us get into actual picks. Holosun HS510C. This is the top pick, and if budget is not the first concern, this is the one to get. The open reflex design gives you one of the largest viewing windows on the market, which means finding your reticle is almost effortless regardless of how your presentation looks. It projects a crisp 2 MOA red dot surrounded by a 65 MOA circle ring, and that combination is the real story here. Instead of hunting for a tiny isolated dot, your eye gets pulled immediately to a massive, bold ring first, and the precise dot is already sitting right in the center waiting for you. For older eyes that struggle with finding a small aiming point fast, that wide circle changes everything. The shake-awake technology powers the optic on the moment you pick up the gun and puts it to sleep when it sits still. Trijicon SRO. If you are running a pistol and you want the most forgiving presentation window money can buy, the Trijicon SRO is the answer. The circular window is enormous by pistol optic standards. It is so forgiving that even if your draw is slightly off, you will find the dot before your sights fully settle. For older shooters who are still building their red dot presentation habits, that forgiveness is worth every dollar. The top-loading battery compartment is a genuinely thoughtful feature. Sig Sauer Romeo 5 Gen 2. If you are putting an optic on a rifle or a pistol caliber carbine and you want simplicity above everything else, the Romeo 5 Gen 2 is the pick. The 2 MOA dot sits inside a closed tube housing, making it rugged and weather resistant without overcomplicating anything. The MOTAC system, which stands for Motion Activated Illumination, automatically powers the optic down when it sits still and powers it back on the instant the gun moves. Loophole Delta Point Pro. If you want a pistol optic that delivers a genuinely wide viewing window with clean, distraction-free glass, the Loophole Delta Point Pro is the pick. Loophole is known for optical clarity above almost everything else, and that reputation holds here. The wide rectangular window gives you a generous sight picture that is forgiving of imperfect presentations, which matters a lot when you are still building your red dot habits or when your draw is not as crisp as it used to be. The motion-sensing auto brightness adjusts the dot intensity based on your lighting conditions, so you are never fighting a dot that is too dim or too bright for the environment you are in. It runs a 2.5 MOA dot that is easy to find without being so large that it covers your target at distance. The honest verdict. Here's where we land. Red dots are not cheating. They are not a sign that your shooting days are behind you. They are an adaptation to a biological reality that every shooter eventually faces. Your eyes have physically changed, and the right optic lets you work with your eyes instead of fighting against them. Before you dismiss red dots, try one. Seriously, borrow one from a friend, rent one at the range, just put it on a gun and shoot it. Most people who do that never go back. The links to all 4 optics we covered today are in the description. These are affiliate links, which means if you buy through them, it supports this channel at no extra cost to you. Drop your experience in the comments below. If you have made the switch from irons to a red dot, tell us how it went. And if you have questions about any of the optics we covered, ask away down there. If this video gave you something useful, subscribe to Guns You Can't Live Without so you do not miss what is coming next.